Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to Farming Simulator 17, and welcome back to the Western Shore. It is the same day from last episode. Last episode we started corn last episode. Yeah, we did. And let's hop on the map and I'll show you what I did off camera. So we are down here at Black Ridge, is it? Yeah, Black Ridge Farm. This is the pig farm. Let me see if I can move over a little bit here. Over this way, and then right in here, yeah. So we planted potatoes in field 5-5. We were planting corn in field 6-2. I went ahead and bought field 5-4 and field 6-1, and if you look now, we own every field that is on Bramble Lane between these two highways. Every field but field 3-9, which I think is 40,000 pounds. We'll get this one next, and this is going to be the extent of our empire. Reason being, that's all I can handle. I won't be able to do any more work than what we've got there. So I've got at least another potato planter, and we're going to put potatoes in field 5-4. We're going to put corn in field 6-1. We also have some wool to sell from Seaview. And then after we head back to Bramble Lane with our empty flatbed, I'm going to fill up the tanker, our Coda Universal tanker. And if we have time, I'll take that down and sell it for milk. And as we're doing some various things, I'll tell you what the reason for my thinking was and why we did this. So we do have, let me get this turned back on. We do have 67 pigs, I think. We had 90. I sold 25. That took us down to 65. Math. And we're back to 67. We're making a pig about every 30 minutes, so that's almost 50 per day. So I think we'll be able to sell another, possibly 50 pigs tomorrow at 2,000 a piece. That's 100 grand. That's why I bought those fields. I don't know if the pigs are going to continue reproducing like that all year round. They may. They probably will not. They may. But while we're making pigs, let's get rid of them. And what I thought was, as I do the sort of calculus on this, what I thought was, well, we got all these pigs now, and they eat a ton. We can sell them and make money, but they still eat a ton. So if we're making all these pigs, if we're selling all these pigs, let's use some of the profit from those pigs to buy more fields to feed the pigs with. That's the logic. So I bought these last two. And as always, they're on Bramble Lane. They're convenient to everything. All right, so no problems there. And I think, what else is going on? Oh, grass work. I did, I fertilized. I got our last and third layer of fert on our far canola field all the way out to the east. Field 5-9, I want to say it is. And we also were able to get a third layer of fert on the small grass field that we bought, field 4-8. In fact, I can take a look. Set the brake on this. It is field 5-2. Field 5-2. Field 4-8 is the bigger canola field. So everything has 3 layers of fert now. And I also did these fields that we bought, these two that we just bought. I did also spread hard manure on them and then plow them. So we got the double manure buff straight away. Double fertilizer buff straight away. And then I cultivated them, so they will take fertilizer now. Now this potato planter does not have fertilizer, but the corn planter does. So the corn will be triple fertilized as it goes into the ground, and then these potatoes will just need to fertilize them one time to get triple fert on this. That's the plan. That is the goal. All right, we are on fertilizing and seeding, field 5-4. Right, we're gonna go here, field 5-4. Like so. That's automatic. Start here. This thing is narrow, so we'll say 3 headlands. Lengths first, no islands. Generate a course. Beautiful. Get rid of that. Turn this on, and where is our starting point? Right over here. Try to keep our time on the field as minimal as possible. I have a question while we've got this angle. Check this out. We're a little bit light on the front wheels, but we're not that light. And yet the front part of this potato planter is trailing through the soil. Curious about that. It is it behind us? I think it is. Hang on. Certainly is. All right. I'm glad we didn't go down to that far corner looking for it. It's right here. All right. So we'll get this going. We'll get the Ford going across the lane. All right. Right, like so. Don't need this anymore. Don't need these anymore. First waypoint. Drive course. Bridge markers deactivated. Stop at last point. There we go. All right. So that is our second potato field. Fantastic. We're going to have... God, I don't know how busy we're going to be when it comes time to harvest. Busy. Just with canola. Now, something I did think about as far as what we put in for our second crop. I thought about sugar beets, and ultimately I decided not to, and here's why. So the potatoes that we have in the ground right now, let me get this going while I'm talking actually. Field 6-1. The potatoes that we have in the ground right now, we planted those in the spring, this spring, obviously, right? So if we plant potatoes now, do the growth cycles of the various crops, do they sort of synchronize? What, I already forgot. 6-1? It's 6-1. God, my memory. Oh, ill will. What are we going to do with you? This is not quite as narrow. We'll go 2 headlands. We do have islands. Generate a course. Where are we going? It looks like the absolute furthest corner of the field. All right. So I believe the crop cycles synchronize. So because we planted all these potatoes in the spring, they will all come up and can be harvested at the same time. I may be wrong about that, but I thought that was sort of how it worked. So what I want to do is use the, I don't want to use the rooster to harvest these potatoes, even though in terms of like how cost effective it is, that would probably be best. I don't want to do that. I want to use the Ropa trailed potato harvester, or root crop harvester, I suppose is a better way to say it. It is a fairly expensive piece of kit to lease, so I only want to lease it once. And that means I want to bring all the potatoes in at once. Now, I don't think if one field was ready before the other was, I don't think the field that was ready would wither before we could bring the other one in. I'm hoping that we can get everything with one lease for that big equipment. So that was the reason I went with potatoes instead of sugar beets, although the pigs will take either as their root crop. Back here, I think we're good. We are still on corn. We are loaded with fertilizer. So we'll get rid of this. We'll go here. First waypoint, right there. And let's make sure this is working as well. So yeah, that was the logic that I used, such as it is. And then corn. Corn is just corn. And we're certainly going to need plenty of that. All right, we are planting corn. So we will run as if chased by the devil himself. I'd like to close both these gates before I forget, because at the end of their cycle, as they go through their headlands, both these tractors will bump these gates. So let's get these closed, and then we will head out to Seaview. Right here. Close that. Close that. And you know what? Let me check a couple things. I have been working off camera. Let me check a couple things here. So if we go here, we are, the only thing we're buying is manure. And even though we're not using any right now, let's move that to off. Okay, those are all good. And then we want to turn traffic on. I turned that off when I was working. Okay, gates are closed. They're good. I'm going to bring this up here so we can see what level our seed and fertilizer is at, so we can stop those tractors if we have to, if they start running out of consumables. All right, here we go. Out to Seaview Farm. We'll pick up our trailer full of wool. I already loaded that up. And we'll head to the wool sell point. I did completely forget that we had a Chieftain triaxle out at the Seaview Farm. I was going to take our dually trailer out there to load it up. And as I was moving some wool around, I noticed that we had parked that trailer back in the corner. That's probably a bad sign for a farmer, for a sim farmer in particular. When you forget that you own equipment and don't use it, oh. It's not the most expensive piece of gear that we own, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I completely forgot that we had that trailer out there, and we bought it and we put it out there for that specific reason, so we could load it as the wool became available, right? As the full pallets became available. rather than moving them to a staging area, which I was doing anyway because I'd forgotten we had the trailer. What are you going to do? What can you do? It's a Friday. I made it through another week. Saturday for you. You already made it through another week. Yay us, man. Good for us. We're doing it. We're getting through it. The thing that we don't talk about, the thing that can't be named, we're getting through it. We're going to make it. All right. And I always say it looks like I'm on mouse and keyboard when I drive, but really what I'm on is a gamepad that I'm not used to. Seaview Farm. There we go. Right down here. And you know what I might do? It's not the most immersed. It's not the most immersive technique. But what I may do is when our consumables do start to get down very low, if we're nowhere near those tractors, to go out and manually stop them. I mean, they'll stop themselves when they run out of consumables. But the other thing we may do is just put them on the buy feature. You know, go into the menu and tell it to just buy from the store. Not realistic, but, you know, the developers put it in there. No reason not to use it. All right. So here we go. We got 6 pallets on here. I don't even know what wool sells for. I'm doing so many things, man. 2 farms at once, plus everything else I got going on. It's a handful. It really is. And what is it? It's noon. I think it's about 5 hours I spent. 4 or 5 hours. I'll have to take a look at the time in the last video, but I think it's about 4 or 5 hours I spent getting everything brought up to speed for this episode. I definitely do not mind doing that, and this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite sim ever. So I certainly don't mind doing it. Try to get a slightly better angle. We got to make a turn here. That's why I was backing up. I don't mind doing it. It's playing a video game, and a video game that you love. I don't mind doing it, but I am mindful of the time that it requires in between episodes. And that's why I want to cap it at field 3-9, that last field all the way out to the east on Bramble Lane. That will be the last field I think that I can handle solo. Multiplayer, whole different animal. But single player, solo, I just don't have that much time in between episodes to get everything caught up. And I don't want to get in the habit of having back-to-back episodes where we're doing the same thing, literally the same thing that we were doing the previous episode. That's no good. That's no good. All right. Before we go any further, let's figure out where this place is. I'm guessing it's down near the docks, but let's be certain. Harbor Wool. Oh, okay. That's not far at all. Now, is there more than one place that buys wool? That is the next question. I think there's only one. There are 2. But Harbor Wool's paying the better price, which is a little bit low right now. But you know what? I'll take it. Now, how do we get there? It is... it's actually back this way and then a left. Okay. We haven't spent a lot of time on this part of the map. Here we go. All right. That was... God, big save game. Clearly, the XML file is getting huge. What was that? 5,000 per pallet? If that's 5,000 per pallet, that's 30 grand. I'll take it. If it's 5,000 per 1,000 liters, are these 1,000 a piece or 2,000 a piece? If they're 10 grand a piece, ooh, that is some bank. I'll take it. Oh, that's lovely. I really... I'm speechless. I haven't been on this part of the map. Whoa. I haven't been on this part of the map since probably the first episode when we drove around. And so this is all kind of... God, with that Sky Swap mod, it's like Mordor out there. I love this map. I don't have enough nice things to say about it. It is amazing. I love it. All right, so we'll head down here. Yeah, potentially 60 grand for what we've got on here. I think at the very least it'll be 30 grand. Will it not? Yeah, we'll find out when we get down here. But I think we'll make some decent bank. And then we'll pull this over to Bramble Lane. We'll get it parked up. We'll hook up the Coda Universal. We'll load that up with milk, take it down and sell that as well. And we'll make, at a minimum, I want to say 37 grand in the next 15 minutes. Potentially a bit more. Let's find out. All right, I just need to bring this up. Yeah, we got a ways to go before our turn. And I'm sure we'll see it. It looks like a fairly big facility. And the way the signage is set up, the way Bill has laid out the actual facilities themselves. You know what I'm saying? There'll be a big picture of a sweater or something. Something to give it away. All right. Is it here? I think it might be here. Well, we're going to turn in here. Yeah, I see. Yep, it's definitely here. I see wool pallets back there. Perfect. All right, getting a little bit of chop. Frame rate is struggling. Not sure why that is right there. Density of scenery, perhaps. All right. And we've got our interactive markers turned off, but this area looks... Oh, tight. This area looks pretty compact. So I'm guessing it's going to be right there behind us. I hope it is. All right. Backing. Backing. How about between those yellow poles? Well, it wouldn't be in the parking spaces. So is it here? It certainly is not. Okay. Moment. No, it is. Wow, it's just selling. It's selling really slowly. Okay. Taking from there, taking from there. How much further back can we get? Not really a whole lot further. Yeah, we're just about touching right there. Let's see how we do. And if it takes anything from those two front pallets. If it does not, what can we do? What can we do? All right, I have an idea. If we need to. Let's see what it gives us for these. Yeah. 40,000 for 4, so that's 10,000 a piece. So we're going to get 60 grand for this wool. Love it. Love it. All right. So if we come in here, right? Some type of invisible bump. If we come in here and that, all right. I had a plan. Oh, I may have just done us a disservice. Let's see. How do we want to do this? We're going to have to go back out the way we came in and then try to pull into the front and around that pole. Excellent placement of poles, by the way. It's deliberate. It's intentional. The map maker put them there just to F with me. But I'm okay with that. I like challenges. All right. So we go right out here. I know. This is interesting. This is exciting. It's really not. But you know what? All part of the sim. All right. So now, if we go... God, this is dicey. I don't want to get stuck in here. If we go here, can we get the front of this trailer into the trigger? Yes, we can. All right. And it's the far one as well. I was hoping that it would take from that one first, because that means the other one is definitely in the trigger. Beautiful. All right, that worked out, and we didn't bump into anything, at least that I saw. Beautiful. All right, 60 grand. How about it? Get this into reverse. Very carefully skin this thing out of here. Straighten it out just a little bit. We're doing well enough that I don't want to throw it all away at the end here by taking out somebody's bins. All right, time. 20 minutes. This could work out. This could work out just about right. Now, next question is, how do we get back to the farm? If we go... Yep, we can cut right through there. And right through... there. Is that right? That is right. Okay. So we're going to go back here. Traffic. We did turn traffic back on. I'm hoping there isn't any. And there is not. Fantastic. All right. I do need this for the moment because I don't know where I am. I have not spent a lot of time on this part of the map. This little, oh, this is, yeah, I remember seeing this on day one, but not since. It's beautiful. I love it. All right, down here and then around. And then, I mean, if we're doing it right, if we're not going to go against traffic on Bramble Lane, then we would want to go right. Not here. That's a driveway. Yep, that's a driveway. We're going to go down here. Then to the right. So we're doing over there. Good over there. Here we go. And what we'll do, in the interest of time, let's take the cutoff, and then we'll just risk it. That means we need to drive against traffic on Bramble Lane for, I don't know, a couple hundred yards. It's not perfect. It's not ideal, you know, but it's not the worst thing. We do need to make more than a 90 right here, so I need to swing it kind of wide. And then through the signs. Beautiful. Oh, it's all coming together. It's like as if I almost know what I'm doing. All right. Yep, I think this will work. So around here, carefully. All right. Can we see our... Yeah, we can see our crew out there on the horizon working. Yep. There's T-Dub and there's JCB. Beautiful. There's one potato field. There's some wheat over here on the right, and then out in front of us we're going to see our canola. Summer canola on the left, winter canola on the right. Beautiful. All our grass is up too. And I think what I may do... I don't think our canola is going to be ready next episode, so what I may do is mow off camera and then bring in some of our grass off camera and bring in the rest of it on camera. And that'll be... Ooh, tempting. I don't know what the spawn is for traffic. I just saw a car. I think that means we're in the clear. You don't normally see them back to back. Yeah, I'll mow everything off camera. You've seen enough of that. And then I will bring in some off camera, get it into the clamp down at the BGA, and then we'll bring in the last little bit. I'd like to use the Lely Trailed Forager. Oh, timing. How about it? All right. I'm just going to stuff this in here for now. Right? I'll just get this in here out of the way. Quickly hope. It's definitely a Friday. I don't know what is going on. This has been months now. I've been tripping over words. That is not typical for me. I don't know if it's stress. I don't know if it's, you know what I'm saying? Something terrible going on in my brain. I don't know. All right. So we'll get this hooked up. There we are. Hooked up. And we're filling. I have not been emptying this milk tank. In fact, we can look right now. We are... Yeah, I've taken 3 loads down so far today at 9,000 apiece. So I've taken 36,000 down at 9,000? 27,000. Taken 27,000 liters down so far today, and there's still 20,000 plus in there. I need to be doing this more often. But like I said, it's a lot of time off camera, bringing everything forward to the next episode. Time, 25 minutes. Perfect. Perfect. Oh. It's a great way to close out my week. All right. So we are at 9,600. Hose goes away. Here we go. big swing here. And I just noticed we do have differentials and four-wheel drive. I don't think we need that all. We may need the four-wheel drive going up one of the hills, but we don't need the diffs locked in. And you may also notice, I don't know if you have seen me do a delivery with the Coda Universal since I converted them over to more realistic, but the amount of sway and instability is just unbelievable. And it's not something that I want to do deliberately just so you can see it, but keep an eye on the trailer. You may see it bouncing and rocking when we go through some of these turns. It's one of the reasons I'm going so slow. It is a whole different experience driving one of these loaded when it's been converted to more realistic. If anything, it is too realistic, as is sometimes the case. But I flipped it several times and had to reset to the store and lost the milk or water that was in it. It is that, I don't want to say it's unstable. If you were driving, what are we at? Almost 10,000 liters of liquid. That's pretty goddamn heavy. So you're going to be careful driving that on twisty country roads. But we get sort of used to a little bit of latitude. We get used to being able to zoom around in Farm Sim, and having the thing flip over as it did several times has really kind of humbled me and made me drive a lot slower and a lot more carefully, that is realistic. I mean, that is how you would be driving it in real life. But even being as careful as I'm trying to be, sometimes it's still not enough, and I do flip. So that's what I mean when I say maybe too realistic. We're going to be all right. We're just going to be careful. We got a little straight piece of road here. Take a look at the clock. 27 minutes. Oh, it's perfect. I cannot believe how well this is coming together. Yeah, like right here. Yeah. Pick up a little momentum coming down that hill, and then right here into the hedge. But I'm learning. I'm being more careful. And then down here also, I'll kind of peek out to the right. If there's no traffic, I'll just shoot the gap. And yeah, don't do that. Don't shoot the gap when you're fully loaded. All right, through here. All right, good. Oh, very stately. Very, you know what I'm saying? It's got the feeling of weight to be hauling all that liquid. Yep. I do like more realistic. It is frustrating. Sometimes it is a little, but I do like that mod. I like all the mods I'm running right now. I think it's a good combo. It's what I think of as the realism mods. You know, stuff from the Black Panther group. And more realistic, of course, Seasons. You know, those are things that I understand will never be in base game. But for me, that's what makes this as realistic a simulator as it can be. I know it's not entirely realistic. It never will be. And in some ways, we don't want it to be 100% realistic. But it certainly takes a big part of the sandbox aspect away and slows the game down and makes it, for me, a lot more enjoyable. But you know what? You play it the way you want to play it. However you like to sim, however you like to game, that's how you should be gaming. You do you. Another save game. All right, so we'll come right in here. Are you kidding me? 29 minutes? Oh my goodness. That is unbelievable. The perfect way to end the week. Perfect. So, we're gonna unload there. Set the brake. Hop right out here. And there you have it, folks. Thanks for stopping back to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Farming Simulator 17. This is the Western Shore. We'll see you next time. Take care now.